What's going on, everybody? It's Letitia. I hope that you're doing well. So let's talk about this tomato trellis. So this is, I'm using a 16-foot by about 5-foot tall cattle panel trellis for my tomatoes. Now, when you go to the store, it's just called cattle panel. That's what you want to ask them for. I need about 16 feet long. And to hold this sucker in place, I used some T-posts. That's what these little posts are, T-posts. And I got 3 of those. And I attached it, the cattle panel, to the T-post by zip tying it. Okay. And it seems to be working out just fine. So we zip tied in at least 3 places. You can do as many as you want. But that's kind of what we did. I put the cattle panel just a bit higher than the T-post because all of these tomatoes are indeterminate tomatoes, which means they will grow until I top them and make them stop growing, or until the frost comes and kills them, or disease takes them, or I kill them. Okay, user error. And you know, I'm still out on the jury, okay, about this cattle panel using it as a trellis. Now, some people swear by it. This is my first year. I'm not saying it's bad, but I do have to tie. And all of these tomatoes are cherry form, except I think 2 plants. And let me show you what I'm saying, because cherry tomatoes, they branch out a lot. Okay, so here's a sun gold cherry, and we can see from the root, or from the base there's all these different, vines that stem from that one, that one plant, the one stem. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. This is I think this is the blueberry cherry tomato, and you see how many different branches. These are main branches, okay, that are coming from, or branches that are coming from the main branch. This is a San Marzano. Look at all of that down there, okay? And it's entangled, and look at how many tomatoes. Now, this San Marzano is my first year growing it. When I tell y'all see all them tomatoes, and they still got flowers, setting flowers all the way up. Let me zoom in just a bit. Y'all see that? San Marzano is off the charts. Blueberry cherry tomato, crazy. Sun gold, crazy. Okay, love it. Because what I found out is, doesn't matter what I try to do, I'm going to share with nature, right? We share some of our garden with nature. Hence, that's why one of my German queen tomatoes is clearly a goner. Okay, so whatever, probably a squirrel, because we have tons, did their thing. And so I'm just going to put this in the compost and call it a loss. It's okay. I have 3 left. 4, if you count that little one back there. And so this is what I did last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, and it seemed to work okay. But, I believe the animals evolve over time. They get smarter, they get stronger. So, I don't know what's going to happen this year. I'm praying and hoping that it's going to work out, but this is what I'm going to do. Now, if I'm farming, more than a few plants, I'm not going to be able to do this for everything. So you'll see a lot of times people are harvesting when the tomatoes are green. And you can do that because tomatoes, it doesn't matter if they're on the vine or not, they will ripen in a sunny windowsill. And so I don't necessarily have to do this. I just want to prove a point. And hopefully it works in my favor so I can show y'all that it works. It has in the past. And I do have videos from a couple years ago, or a year ago. At least I've been on here, let's see, since I forget when I came on YouTube. But anyway, I got videos to show that it works. So what I'm going to do is use some socks that I can't find the other mate to, and some pantyhose, cover these tomatoes and see if I can get them to stay on the vine for as long as possible, and ripen on the vine. If I can't, if I notice like tomorrow that another squirrel has figured it out and has taken my tomato, I will take the others off. I'm sure they're almost to size. Usually the squirrels and stuff, the birds, they start to attack your fruits when they are ripening, or just right before they ripen. They have the spidey sense, so I don't know. But give me 1 second. I'll put these on and then show you what it looks like. All right, so there we go. Can y'all tell where the tomatoes are? Yeah, okay. So very easy to put on. Socks, pantyhose. I've got 3 tomatoes. I'm wondering if the pattern's gonna make a difference too. I don't know, so we'll see. But 3 nice size German Queen tomatoes. And if you've never grown them before, I bought this plant from the store. Never grown it before, so I thought I would try. But that's what they look like. Beautiful, beautiful. So we'll see what happens there. But I was gonna try to cover these guys too, but guys, there's just so many, and I'll probably be very unsuccessful with that. Also, I cut back, pruned these plants very heavily. I'm so far behind on pruning the tomatoes. One reason why I prune is to keep the airflow at the bottom of the plants. So, you know, the leaves and the branches free of the bottom. Girl, I'm tired. I'm so tired, y'all. I can't even talk. So y'all know what I'm saying. I don't want a whole lot of leaves and branches at the bottom, because when you water, you could potentially splash soil on the leaves, which can lead to disease, pest issues, and all that kind of thing. So, but this year I wanted to try to stem as much as possible. And stemming, all that means is you're pretty much taking off every branch, every leaf that is not hooked to a truss of tomatoes. So this is a truss of tomatoes, or a group of tomatoes, or a truss of flowers that will eventually become tomatoes. And all the way up, and see how that goes. That's my first year, like, not my first year stemming, but the first year doing this mini like this, and I'm trying to do the best that I can. This looks a little clumped up because there's 2 plants that are really, really close to each other, and I won't do that again. So I've had a time trying to get in there and get it out, and there's some tomatoes in there that have that I took off. There was like 2 or 3 that started to rot. You know, it looked like it was just so jumbled up in there, and one was caught in the fence a little where I had tied it, so it was bruised. So I just took that away because I don't want to cause pest issues. So anyway, the cattle panel trail is 16-footer, using that to grow tomatoes. Now, what did I do with all the branches that I took off? Well, first, I checked to make sure that there were no bugs. Not on every single branch, but I just kind of, you know, took a gander, and it didn't seem like there were any pest issues. On a couple of spider webs here and there, but I'm not concerned about those. These are probably the healthiest tomato plants I've ever grown in my entire life. They are so green and beautiful. And so because of that, option number 1 is to put all of the debris in my compost. But since I am expanding my yard and I am putting down, my plan is to put some kitchen scraps, some compost, and some wood chips on these areas that I'm cardboarding. I decided to lift the cardboard up and put all of the limbs underneath. Okay, and eventually this will break down, provide organic goodness to the soil. The worms will love it, and all the other critters, the ants, roly-polies, the, you know, whatever else is living in the soil, microorganisms that we can't see. Here comes a big old dog, y'all. I mean, big. He's on a leash, but these are babies. He seems to be walking okay. So anyway, oh my goodness. That's the plan here. And so I'm going to scatter these out just a bit and cover it up with compost. I mean, cover it up with the cardboard. And then when I get all my compost and wood chips together. Hi, babies. How are you all? Good. My goodness. You got some big brothers and sisters there. Look at that. I didn't even see the second one. I just saw the first one. Y'all have a good afternoon or evening. And stay safe, okay? Okay, thank you. Whew. So that's the plan, you all. I hope this video helped someone, inspired someone, just to go for it. You know, that's all I'm trying to do is just go for it. And I just want to live, y'all. I just want to live and do what I feel like is good in the moment. I'm a very worrisome person. And always have to have a plan, and always have to, you know, have some structure. And I think I'm still that way, but less and less every day, because I'm just, life is just, could be here today, gone tomorrow for you. And, you know, or you can have this drastic experience that changes your life. And I just want to live and be happy. And so, and feel joy and have joy in my life and peace. And so that's what I'm trying to do with my beautifulness over here, y'all. Y'all know this ain't all my garden. For those who are watching, this is your first time, this isn't it. I have a backyard full of stuff as well. But I wanted to talk to you about these tomatoes. So thank you all so much for watching. All the new people, thank you so much for joining the fam. And, you know, we try to have a good time here and learn from each other. Thank you so much for your support. Tell everybody to come on over. Tell everybody to come on over and hang out with us. I'll talk at y'all later. I love y'all. Bye.